All right, if you're a regular viewer, you know that on Fridays we normally end the week with a company quiz. It's a lighthearted way to usually end a week. But in light of yesterday's attack and the loss of U.S. service members' lives, I think we're going to decide to forego it this week. There's a lot to get to, and some of these stories deserve merit. Despite those 13 members losing their lives trying to get Americans and Afghanis that supported Americans out of Afghanistan, disgustingly, some in the media chose to dishonor those who serve. That's right. Vice News thought it was a good day yesterday to post this despicable and insensitive piece of garbage on its website. The headline says, "Why are so many Marines neo-Nazis?" While many vets are being outed as far-right extremists, one branch keeps popping up when it comes to neo-Nazis, the United States Marine Corps. I can't even believe that somebody thought this was a smart idea to write a story, no matter what day, never mind yesterday. Let's bring in our company to weigh in on this disgraceful and disrespectful article. Host of the Derek Hunter podcast and town hall columnist Derek Hunter, and media relations expert and the founder of Allison May Public Relations, Allison Maloney, who is also a Newsmax contributor. Allison, I know, Vice isn't exactly looking for PR advice, but this is what you do. This is your wheelhouse. Yeah. They've deleted the tweet that promoted the op-ed, but it's still up there on its page prominently. I don't know, as I said, what they're thinking on a day when 12 Marines are killed, but I actually don't know why you would ever post that on any day.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking, Sean. I read that. Look, my dad's a Marine. I have a lot of friends who serve in the military, and I read that, and it was disgusting, just from a personal point of view. So they took the tweet down, which was great, but they kept it up on their website. Look, if you're going to post an article like that, whatever, we have free speech, but I would have advised them, take it down. If you want to put it up, perhaps at a later date because you're proud of this article, go for it. But we have 13 family members who are not going to see their families. And we have a lot of friends. We have a lot of Gold Star families. We have members of the military who are suffering right now. And to put an article up like that and keep it on your website, it's horrible. And we haven't heard from the CEO of the company, from Vice. We haven't heard from him. PR 101, you address the situation. And he hasn't said anything, or she. I don't even know who the CEO is.
Okay, so Derek Hunter, you wrote a book called Outrage. I love it. But here's the point to Allison. There is no outrage. This is the problem. The folks on the left can do this kind of despicable stuff, and no one calls them out for it. They literally leave it up, and I guarantee you the idiot that wrote it will face no backlash. The president and senior folks at Vice won't get any kind of backlash.
One of the things you have to recognize about the left-wing industrial media complex is they are not trying to win converts. They are simply preaching to the choir. They are a red meat a tofu throwing machine to their readership. And that's it. Progressives are progressives first and foremost. Anything else, they are second. Americans second. Whatever you want to put else, any other way you can categorize a human being, they are that second. They have an agenda. They dislike the military. The fact that 13 Americans were murdered by terrorists doesn't matter. It's an inconvenience to them at the most. They choose not to address it. I mean, you can take comfort in the fact that Vice lays off more people in an average month than they have readers. So at least very few people see this. But in general, it is a peek inside the mind of the left, that they don't have that inner monologue that says, maybe today isn't the day, or maybe this isn't a good idea. This is, our crowd will love it, our audience will love it, let's do it, everything else be damned.
Allison, in New York Magazine, they posted this article on Wednesday arguing that the media manufactured Biden's political fiasco in Afghanistan. This is part of the article. It says Joe Biden's withdrawal from Afghanistan has been a disastrous, humiliating fiasco, in the words of the mainstream media's ostensibly objective foreign policy journalist. Yet this political fiasco is not a development that the media covered so much as one it created. Allison, I mean, the only good thing about this article is that it proves that the media is biased. But to act like the media made up this terrible withdrawal and what's happening is insane.
Yeah, again, another insane article I read, Lindsay. And look, the only person responsible for this PR crisis is President Biden and his team. This isn't something that the media created, right? The images are there. The video is there. The people who are stranded are there. And, it was a little bit refreshing, actually, to see him call out some journalists on the left who were actually asking questions. He called out Richard Engel. He called out some other reporters. For once, they were asking questions. And he said that they were biased, yet he never called them biased when they attacked President Trump for 4 years. It's only when they were actually saying things about President Biden that he didn't like.
You know, Derek, the interesting thing is it's like the media is mad at the media for finally turning on Biden in a way that they should be reporting something seriously here. And they're trying to point them out saying, oh, this is terrible.
In the Trump administration, as Sean knows well, the Republicans were mad at the media for lying. Now, the Democrats are mad at the media for accidentally telling the truth on one issue for the course of about 10 days. That tells you everything you need to know about the media. The New York Magazine also ran a piece the same day by Jonathan Chait about how Donald Trump had it so much easier in the media landscape than Joe Biden because the right-wing media is just an echo chamber, whereas on the left, they do honest journalism. I don't know what kind of drugs Jonathan Chait is on, but maybe we should put it in the drinking water because then we would stop the riots and the left-wing crime wave across the country. It is as if we're peering into another planet. It's funny to watch, but it's sad simultaneously because the conveyance of information really is so necessary for free people, and we aren't getting it.
Yeah, I do wonder what some of these people, what planet they live on, if they think half of the stuff that they're writing is true. Derek, Allison, I want to thank you both for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.